Who are we? We are the ones who step up for each other. I've got your back. You've got mine. Kindness, humility, empathy. It's not just talk. It's who we are. It's who we always have been. And no one can take that from us. The movement to bring it back, it started here. And here. And here. In school gymnasiums, community centers, the living room down the block. You'll be where? Okay, we'll be there. Who are we? We're the movement that will beat Donald Trump. Welcome. We're going to have to sweat for it. We're going to have to sacrifice and fight. We're going to have to lead. Everyone is going to have to lead with kindness, humility, empathy, and not just talk, but action. Action today, action tomorrow. Action until we win. And we will win if we do this together. It's who we are. It's who we always have been. Now let's show them.
Okay, hi everyone, and welcome to Biden Brunch. I'm Jamie Green. I'm an online community engagement manager here on the Biden campaign.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ben Sevens. I serve as our Northern and Southern political director. This is my first time on the brunch, so I'm really excited to be here with you, Jamie.
Yes, so excited to be at brunch with you too, Vince. We know this week has been really tough for Black Americans and Americans across the country, but we definitely want to let you know that we're here for you. The campaign is working tirelessly to lift every voice and work towards equality for all people. We just want to take some time today to talk about how we've been taking care of ourselves through this difficult time. We stand with the rest of the country urging justice for George Floyd and the hundreds of Americans who have died at the hands of police. So on today's show, we'll give you a rundown about how League 46, which is our Young Americans Coalition, is helping young Americans get through this time, and a few tips on how you can take care of yourself during this time.
That is so true. Just like Jamie said, this has been a difficult week for us all. I have certainly felt it as a man of color in this country. And despite the sometimes difficult days of the past 7, 8, 9, or 10 days, I also have a lot of optimism. I have a lot of optimism about the future and where we're going and how we're going to get there. I've been inspired by Vice President Biden's comments over the last week and the activities that he has participated in, because I really think they speak to the future. I think they uplift the voice and make a safe space, particularly for people of color, particularly for Black Americans. So I'm so excited to be engaged, so excited to be talking about this at brunch this week. So last week we had the opportunity, Jamie, as you know, to launch League 46. We're excited about it. It is our new Young Americans program. And we have taken off running full speed ahead. And there's so much going on. So League 46 is made up of 3 programs: our college students for Biden, our young professionals for Biden, and our young elected officials. And these 3 groups are made up of young people that are at different backgrounds in their life, doing a whole lot of different things, but they all have the goal of making the country that they are inheriting now and their children will inherit in the future just a little bit better, making progress on some of and all of really the pressing issues that we're facing. So just this past week since we've launched, it has been huge, the response that we've gotten. We had an opportunity to have a roundtable with young people just a couple of the other day with some young professionals and some young elected officials. We included Garland Gilchrist, who is the Lieutenant Governor of Michigan, as a part of that, and Andrew Yang, everybody's favorite, Andrew Yang, who ran for president. So, Jamie, I know you had an opportunity to see that one. We talked with young Black leaders from across the country just last night. The vice president went on the Shade Room. Now, Jamie, I know you were excited about this.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'm like, everybody's like, I didn't even know the Shade Room did that. And I was like, yes. apparently they're one of the top outlets covering the election. So if you need election coverage, go to the Shade Room.
Go to the Shade Room if you have not been there. There's some shady things going on there, but it's also some fun things. And one of those fun things and important things was they had an opportunity, we had an opportunity to be hosted by them last night on the Shade Room so that young people across the country could hear directly from Joe Biden about what he's thinking about the moment we are in, because he's doing a whole lot of listening, but just as important, what his actions are that he would take to improve the quality of conditions for Black Americans, for Latino Americans, AAPI Americans, just everyone. And so it was a wonderful conversation. Go check it out if you haven't had an opportunity. We got a lot more things coming up with Instagram takeovers that are going to be happening really soon. Our college students program is one of the best I've ever seen. We got chapters all across the country. So really a good time. So excited about League 46. It's the baseball theme, so we want everybody to come join the league. So really excited about what's to come.
Okay, Vince, and how can people go sign up for League 46?
Great question. You got to go to joebiden.com/League 46. There you will see all of our information about what's going on. You will see all 3 programs, and there'll be an opportunity to click on a link and you'll be able to sign up, and then we'll be sure to get you engaged. So we want everybody to sign up and have fun. We know how important millennials and Gen Z, and even if you're not per se young, if you're young at heart, we want you to. So we want everybody to come join us.
And like Simone says, batter up.
Batter up.
So in this coming week, we will also do what we are calling a soul session training. So we know this time has been very difficult. We want to walk you guys through how the campaign is handling this difficult time, answer any questions that you might have, and give you some action items to tell you how you can get involved in this movement. You can RSVP by going to joe.link/soul session. That's joe.link/soul session. And it's going to be Monday night at 7:30. Tuesday, June 9th, which is also happens to be my birthday.
Happy birthday!
As a birthday gift to me, I would like everybody in Georgia and West Virginia to go vote, go make your voice heard. It's so, so important to make sure you get out there, not just for us, but also any down ballot initiatives that you might have on your ballot. So head to joebiden.com/voter-guide to make sure you have all the information that you need. And lastly, our colleagues over at the Democratic National Committee has put together a list of resources for you guys who want to get involved and support the movement for social justice. The link will come up on your screen. You can head to democrats.org/black-lives-matter-organizing-resources. I know that lots of dashes. But there you can find resources where you can get involved, organizations you can donate to, and take initiative. So we are so excited.
Uh-oh, the exciting part.
We have Jasmine Sellers, who is an organizer in our Great Lakes region. Welcome, Jasmine.
Hi.
Hey, Jasmine.
Hello. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you guys so much for having me here. It's also my first time on Biden Brunch, so I'm super excited.
Yes, we're all going to be.
So you got to tell us a little about yourself, where you're from, what you're doing, how you're feeling. Let us know. Let the people know who you are.
So my name is Jasmine. I am an organizer in the Great Lakes region. Right now, I am one of the organizers over Minnesota. I started out on the campaign last July over South Carolina, where I was in the Low Country region, and I'm super excited that we were so successful in South Carolina, and and now that Joe Biden is the nominee, and I'm just really excited to make sure that he goes all the way and becomes the next president.
So the brunch has 2 South Carolina people here today, is what you're telling me. You and Jamie are the reason we won. That's what you're saying, Jazz.
You're welcome. I will say Jasmine was killing it in the Low Country. One of our best organizers. For those who don't know, I was the digital director in South Carolina, and I got to work with Jasmine. So that was awesome.
Yes, no, it was a lot of fun working in South Carolina. I'm just really excited to, see what else we're going to do and make sure we go all the way.
So now, guys, we get to have the fun. Lots of questions. And just going to start Vince, Jasmine, how have you guys been taking care of yourself, especially as young Black Americans in this time? How are you taking care of you?
Yeah, for me, this has been an opportunity and a time to do a lot of reflection. I'm sure it has been for you all as well. For me, prayer is important. It's something I was certainly doing before this. I continue to do it in earnest now. I've been taking the opportunity, talk to a lot of friends around the country, check on them. A lot of folks have been doing wellness checks on me, talking to family. And I've been also intentional about making certain that I'm bringing some joy into the day, right? I've been doing some extra reading in this time. I've been making certain I find some memes and gifts that make me laugh. Laughter, I think, is the way to the soul. And we're trying to restore the soul of the nation, so it makes perfect sense, right? So those are, just little things that I've been doing. I don't watch the news all the time because the news will make you sad and depressed some days. So I've just been trying to find those little joy triggers, even the small things, walking outside, getting some fresh air, and just seeing people again, because especially during the COVID, it's been a little more difficult.
Jasmine, what about you?
Yeah, no, I think right now it's really important for us to be having, conversations with, friends, family, checking in on them, but also having the harder conversations of just making sure that, we're doing what we can to encourage as much change as we possibly can. I agree with watching the news. Sometimes it's hard. And I think that, just making sure we're looking in, checking in on family, just social media, a lot of the memes have been really what makes my day. So just making sure that I'm surrounding myself with as much positivity and just as much excitement to make a change in, what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I will say, since sometimes I feel like our job partially is the news, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to not get caught up in it, but right now it's just so draining to watch the news all the time. So that's self-care, just not doing anything,
And it's exhausting too. Just seeing all of it, it is exhausting.
And social media too. Social media is kind of has almost brought the news to you 24/7, and it you got to get off that sometimes too.
Yeah, that's true. Your mental health is important. This is Mental Health Awareness Month, as you all know. So yeah, it's a glaring light on it right now. We just got to continue to stay upbeat and take care of ourselves. It really is what the moment requires right now.
All right. Now we're off on a lighter note. All right. So I got to know, what is your all-time favorite Black movie to watch? The one that you can watch over and over again.
Go ahead, Jasmine. I know mine.
Okay, for me, mine is either Drumline, because I grew up with Drumline, but Pride with Terrence Howard and Bernie Mac, I've seen that movie so many times. Okay. I know all the words. My family won't watch it with me anymore because I am basically, I wrote the script at this point.
Okay, so for me, it's a classic. I guess a classic. Classic for me. And I think they just celebrated 20 years about a month or so ago, Love and Basketball. I don't care what you say, Love and Basketball is a classic. I am still, I still to this day love to watch that movie. I could watch it every day. I just love Love and Basketball.
That is a good one.
Yes. Oh, it's so good. Okay, so this is going to sound super cliche, maybe because I'm Greek, but School Days is definitely one of my favorite movies. Yep. I know songs, and I get that it's a super woke movie, but I feel it's super fun too. I love School Days.
I just watched it the other day, as a matter of fact, Jamie. So yeah, that's always a good one too to have on the playlist.
Now I need to go watch it because I haven't watched it in a while. Now I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you had never watched it. We were about to say,
Oh no,
we're going to invite you back to the brunch.
No, I need to watch it again.
Oh my God. I will say, like, any Spike Lee joint is like relevant to what's happening now, which is like wild too.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
True.
Okay. So if you can meet and have dinner with any Black figure who has ever lived, who would it be?
It's a good one. There are too many to pick. That's not even fair. And no matter who I say, people are going to be like, I can't believe he said that. But I guess I will choose. I'm torn between picking like a historical figure or like a pop culture figure. But I am a huge Whitney Houston fan. And so if nothing more, I would like to sit with Whitney and hear her sing, of course. I can do a little bit for y'all if y'all. No, okay.
I'm not got part of the brunch.
Jasmine, what about you? Who you got?
I see now. I'm like, do I pick a historical figure? Do I pick someone? I think if I had to choose a historical figure, I'd pick I'd say Harriet Tubman. I feel like she was just so cool.
Right.
You know, I feel like she would just have so much to talk about. But then if I had to pick someone like pop culture, maybe like Luther Vandross. I loved Luther Vandross.
Okay, Luther.
I grew up with Luther Vandross' music, so I think those are my two.
Jamie, what about you?
Okay, so like I'm definitely torn between a few people. So I watched Becoming and I cried like within the first 5 minutes. So Michelle Obama, I just want a hug.
Mm-hmm.
I just want a first lady, Auntie Michelle hug.
Mm-hmm.
Or this is gonna sound too pop culture of me, but like Issa Rae.
Oh no, people love Issa.
Yeah. She's like doing so much behind the scenes that people don't notice. If y'all watch like this episode of Insecure with the Block Party, all of those were real small business vendors
So y'all got to choose two. So I have to go throw my second person in there. And for me, it'd probably be Barbara Jordan. Her voice and what she meant to the culture and how she led in a time when there were so few women of color. You know, she was the first Black woman from Texas to make it for Congress. She's such just a powerful figure. So I had to throw my second person in there.
Okay, so I know that we cannot be with our families right now like we would want to, but what's everybody's favorite family tradition?
Favorite family tradition. Jasmine, you go ahead. I got to think about this one.
Every Thanksgiving and Christmas, my extended family comes together and we have this huge family style dinner, and it's a lot of fun because there's so much food. They have to serve it buffet style, and you're meeting cousins you didn't know existed, and you're just oh, that's another cousin, okay, hi. And I think that's fun because it's a good way to connect with family members that you may not have already met and see them again. And it's just fun to be reminded that I've got so many cousins out there.
Yeah.
Okay, so for me, favorite family tradition has to be Christmas, because we all get together as a family. My aunts, my uncles, my parents, my cousins, brothers, sisters, everybody come together. We go to my grandmother's house. She does not have the biggest house in America, let me say this, but we all pile in the living room. Everybody makes their pallets and air mattresses. We're on top of each other. We cook food. We have games that we play all night. We stay up talking all night long. till the sun comes up. Then everybody goes to sleep. Then they wake back up and do the presents. And we have done this since the beginning of time for me. My cousins and I used to have these Michael Jordan sleeping bags that we got one Christmas. They are still at my grandmother's house all these years later. We still sleep in them every year. So it's really one of those times I look forward to every year, because when I'm flying back home to Florida and that song comes on, I'll be home for Christmas, I'm literally in the mode preparing about what it means to fly home and see all of the family in that night. Like, we're literally on top of each other. It's insane, but that's our tradition. So
that sounds so nice. I feel like my cousins do that too. Like, when we were little, we used to do that all the time. Now we all live in places. And I guess I'll just shoot. So I have two.
Yeah.
For context, like, I'm from New Orleans, so all of my family comes down for Mardi Gras. It is like a family thing for us. My mom's birthday is in February, so we always end up having a party for her. But like, also we do like a big cookout and stuff on the parade route, which is like phenomenal. If y'all want to come, let me know. And we do that, and then for 4th of July. Also, like I said, I'm from New Orleans, so we do Essence Fest as like a family. And so that's something we've been doing probably since I was like in elementary school, middle school. And like,
this will be the first year you miss Essence. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it's like those two are like really big, because like a lot of my family has been displaced like from Hurricane Katrina. So like, those are the only 2 times that like we all come together. So we'll start the lightning round. Uh-oh. This should be fun. All right. So we got 3. So first one, Will Smith or Denzel Washington?
Denzel Washington. Easy.
Denzel Washington.
Okay, I say Denzel too, but I also like Will Smith. I think he has.
I like Will. I do like Will.
That's a hard like to sit, because I mean they're so different. Like, are we talking about like movies, like music, or movies?
They both have like classics though in their own right.
Exactly. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is it is like literally one of the most iconic television shows ever put on air.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
All right. Vince, I already know your answer to this one. Barbecue or seafood?
Seafood, of course.
Seafood.
Okay, I'm also gonna go with seafood, but I feel like sometimes barbecue just can't hold the fire to the seafood. But I know some people that just don't like seafood. Like, I know people out there exist. I don't know them, and they cannot be friends with me. But
well, the two of us are from the South, and Jasmine lives literally on the water, Great Lakes, so it just makes sense.
Well, I'm from South Carolina too, so
okay, so there you go. Okay.
Yeah. I thought you were going to choose the barbecue, but very interesting. No. Last one, dad hats or graphic tees?
Oh, dad.
Why are we all on one accord today?
Really? Y'all both chose dad hats too?
I love me a good dad hat, especially since I'm natural. Like, I can only put hats over like braids, and when my hair is straight, I can't wear my hats when I'm wearing my fro. So I was like, I love me a good hat. Well, this was fun, Jasmine. Thank you for joining.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. You got to come back and do brunch with us again.
Oh, yay. I would love to.
Party. Thanks, Jasmine.
Thank you.
All right. Well, everybody, we want to thank you so much for joining us on today's brunch. So happy to be with my friend Vince.
And I'm happy to be with you, Jamie. Thank all of y'all for watching. I hope you're liking this brunch series, learning a lot.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining.
Bye, y'all.